3 wins from 3, including 2 in National League. What do you think of today's game?
Yeah, no, I thought it was a good performance from the first minute to the last, to be honest. Bit similar to the Eastleigh game, we probably could have made it easy for ourselves if we'd have took our chances. And like I said, bit at the end, they've had a few, we've got some blocks in, which is what we're all about. But for me personally, I'd like to have perhaps been out of sight. But no, it's been a great week for everyone at the club. 2 big wins in the league and 1 in the National League Cup. So I think we have to be pleased with that. And I thought the performance today from the first minute right to the end was pretty good.
And I mean, you mentioned the amount of chances made in that first half. Was there a bit of frustration going into half-time level?
Yeah, exactly that, because I thought for 20-25 minutes we played really, really well. Got the ball in the right areas. Nothing really dropped for us, but then we did have 2 or 3 chances we perhaps could have done better with. So the remit for me at half-time was don't get frustrated, because it might take a scrappy goal to win it, which it probably did in the end. But what was key was that we kept our concentration and didn't let them catch us on the break or something like that to give them a lift, because you think with that much balls in the box, that many chances, that much creation, eventually something has to go your way.
And I mean, when the game is as tight as it is, this is where you can look at your subs bench, and it was Ben Milnes who's come on and a brilliant cross for the goal, and just not just him but also the other 3 players all coming on and all making a really good impact as well.
Yeah, like I said, we looked at the bench today, it was so strong, and say there was others not even on the bench today who were coming back from injury or were left out for the reasons that I gave them. And it's good to turn around and see players like that. You say the subs all made a big difference, all plenty good enough to play in the National League. And I think they all played their part, and it's good to be able to do that, because after 60 minutes, the way we play, people should be tired, and it's nice to look around and think you've got so much quality on the bench. Like I said, they all played their part coming on today.
And although it is early days, now because of today's win, we are in the playoff positions, and it's the highest Tamworth have ever been. So how do you feel about that?
No, I wasn't aware of that. I knew someone said we'd in the playoffs, which is brilliant. And like I said, you want to get better and better. So if that's something else we've broken, like a record we've broken, then brilliant. We're keeping a feet on the ground. We want to win every game. Every game's tough, and the more points we get, the better. The quicker we get them, makes me happier. We're sitting in a great position. I've been really pleased with pretty much every game this year. So I was disappointed at York, but although they lost today, I believe they're a good team, which is always going to be hard there. But we could have picked up more points than we actually have when I look at the home games alone. But like I said, the group in general is in a good place, and I think we can be proud of what we've achieved so far.
And I mean, finally, looking at another home game, this time against a very tough opponent in Wealdstone, what are you anticipating for that game?
Yeah, the same again. They've had some good results. They've had a really good start to the season. I know a few people there, and they've probably exceeded expectations for a lot of people, but they have made some good signings. We know that's going to be tough. But like I said, we've got to worry about us. I keep saying it. We always do a report on the opposition. I get as much info as we can. We don't have loads of time to work on stuff, but we always give them what we can. And equally, we always say, look, if we go out and play to our strengths and our game plan's good, and people do the roles they're instructed to do, and they work hard, we'll give a good account of ourselves anywhere, certainly here. And I think we're doing that. And like I said, the goal we got was a little bit scrappy today. Wasn't actually sure who actually got it in the end. It could have been an own goal, but again, I'm really not bothered. It went in the net, and we're delighted we take the 3 points and we move on.
Yeah, that's all that matters in the end.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, in this game, you're judged on results. It's nice for the fans to be excited. I think they were. But I think most people coming here today will say we give a good account of ourselves. I thought Yeovil defended well at times. I thought they defended their box really, really well, got some good blocks on. And the longer it went on, they looked a threat. So for me, that's a massive 3 points. Good for the group.